Have you ever put your heart and soul into something, working harder than you ever thought possible? And then, poof, it all falls apart. Feels like a punch to the gut, right? What if I told you that your biggest failure might not be because you lacked discipline, but because you misused it? Stick around, because this story is going to change the way you think about success, discipline, and what it really takes to win. Let's be real for a second. We've all heard it. The motivational speakers, the rise and grind posts, the endless advice on how self-discipline is the key to success. And yeah, it sounds great in theory, right? Work harder, push through the pain, never give up. But what if that relentless self-discipline is actually setting you up for failure? Here's a truth bomb. Self-discipline is only powerful when applied correctly. I learned this the hard way. A few years ago, I dove headfirst into the world of SEO, search engine optimization. I built 40 websites, cranked out articles, and I was relentless. My income shot up to a solid $1,000 a month. But then, something happened. Google, the giant that controls everything online, dropped an algorithm update. And just like that, 50% of my income disappeared overnight. Now imagine pouring all your energy into something, only for it to crumble under you. But here's the kicker. It wasn't the lack of self-discipline that caused my downfall. It was the fact that I kept using my discipline on the wrong thing. Sound familiar? Ever stuck to a bad habit, a relationship, or a career path, simply because you didn't want to give up? I get it. The idea of quitting feels like defeat. But here's what I realized. Just because you're working hard doesn't mean you're working smart. Imagine trying to fix a broken TV with a hammer. Because that's what blind self-discipline is like. It's just a waste of time. So I made a choice. I stopped pushing in the wrong direction. And I didn't let failure define me. So what's the answer? It's simple, but not easy. Reevaluate. You need to constantly revise your goals based on new information. If the path you're on isn't leading where you want to go, it's okay to stop and change direction. Maybe this is the sign you've been waiting for. If your current approach is draining you and you're still getting nowhere, stop. It's not about being disciplined, it's about being strategic. If something isn't working, adapt, adjust, and refocus on the things that truly matter. Just because you've invested time and energy into something doesn't mean it's the right thing. In fact, holding on to something that no longer serves you could be your biggest mistake. It's time to course correct, because your future self will thank you. Before you hit that next button, ask yourself this. What's one thing in your life right now that you're forcing yourself to stick with, even though deep down, you know it's not working? It's time to let go and find something better. Don't let your self-discipline keep you stuck in a losing game. You have the power to change your direction, but only if you're brave enough to make the first move. Want more tips on how to break bad habits and build the life you actually want? Subscribe now. Your future starts today.